We really going to get this going? And it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be live. So we have lower bracket round 1, Devestation versus Perfectionvore. Perfectionvore is going to be your CT-sided team. Devestation is going to be your T-sided team. And this is about to get underway. This is going to be a really, really big pistol round for both teams here. Devestation wants to get to the early lead, and Perfectionvore definitely wants to shut this down quick and put the veterans kind of in their place if they can make a good statement really fast.
Definitely. Devestation going straight towards B, wasting no time, even though one of their players was lagging a little bit in spawn. They're going to be grouping up and just putting all their eggs in one basket. I think that's the right play. Splitting up on pistol round doesn't always end really well.
It's a little bit more of a slow play here, which is going to be nice. It's going to give them a little bit of an advantage here to see if it plays against the style of Perfectionvore. It seems like the more time left in the round, Perfectionvore gets a little antsy. They get a little aggressive. They don't really know how to handle themselves if it's going a little too slow. Execute coming inside bomb site. Edwin's up top, grabs the first player. That's Sasquatch who goes down. Edwin with the 2K now. That's going to be Cheeks who goes down. Vico is able to pick up one. That is a bomb plant, so successful first round just for that reason. And Lopez showing why he was a former top player in North America. Grabbing another one, goes for it, and he's able to get that. Can't defend anymore. He's going to be the last player left. Vadi and Edwin clean up. Edwin's going to actually have that 3K. Lopez with a 3K, and that is going to be a round for Pvore.
That was an all-out war at the end with Lopez hunting for all those frags. Edwin did a great job of just stuffing the take as it was coming in. The players on Devestation were running right up to him, spamming away on their Glocks, and he took his time and made sure to hammer out the quick one-taps, headshots, and because of that, they were able to lock down the site pretty easily. If they can keep up that precision, that really good shooting that they are just known for being ridiculously good at, and just beat Devestation at it, I think they're going to have an easy time on this map, unless Devestation has something to say about it.
Round 2 is about to get underway here, and it looks like Devestation is going to be going back over to B. Nice slow play once again, trying to see if they can steal some guns. They're going to be on that light buy. They got the bomb plant, so if they don't buy too much this round, they will be able to full buy next round. And Pablo's going to be the first one to peek out. Gets lucky and does not get taken down by all of those CZ75s. Finally gets taken down by a Glock at the end of that. They're going to be trying to take that. Can they get the last player to beat? Is Vico. Get in there. But bomb gets dropped as Edmund was the closest player. From the jail side, he's got to throw that nade. 4-shot, last one left alive. Touchdown grenade there. Second round goes to Pvore.
They did a good job of shutting Devestation down as they were coming to the site once again, but Devestation was at the huge firepower disadvantage. People in chat are currently complaining that the stream quality is good, but it's doing a little bit of lagging. Can you just quickly check OBS to see what the source of that might be? You haven't been lagging to me in Skype.
No. I'm now tabbed out, and nothing that I can see would be the issue here. Let's keep checking.
Could have just been a momentary internet hiccup, so we'll continue. If it continues to freak out, we'll take another look at it. But Lopez opening up the round by getting a nice shot on Vico and getting ready to assault the B bomb site.
And this time they do win their bid into the B bomb site. Gonna get the plant. Now we have Vadi and Kinky left alive here. They're gonna be your 2 remaining counter-terrorists trying to fight. There's gonna be a 2v4 retake, and B is so hard to retake when you're undermanned here. You have those 2 small choke points. If they can collapse you to those choke points without forcing you to wrap all the way around to outside B, and that's going to be Kinky who gets one. Vadi gets another one. Also, Vadi grabs a second. That's only going to be Cheeks left alive. Can he clutch? Yes, he does. 1 versus 2. Devestation takes that third round, and that's going to be the first one for Devestation.
Yeah, Cheeks had that great 4K, putting his AK to use right there, and people are still complaining about a little bit of lag.
I'm getting no drops. I'm having no issues on my end. Net is fine on my end. I don't know what the issue is then.
Okay, so hopefully it'll stop. This game is really good and has been good so far. I can't take my eyes off to check if it's lagging. It's distracting me as well. Hopefully we can get it resolved. But that was a really great round from Devestation, catching Perfectionvore off guard. Because they got the bomb planted before, they were able to do that cheeky early buy. And they're getting those flashes over into the site pretty quickly, setting up their players to take the B bomb site once again. That's some source knowledge right there, knowing where to place those flashbangs and which windows to throw them to. That's straight up source right there.
Definitely on this map. And Devestation, once again, is going to go back over to the B bomb site. They're going to take it here after that early buy that they had because they got that bomb plant. Now they're going to have the gun advantage, and all they have to do at this point, got the bomb down, just got to hold here, not allow CEVO to get this retake. Edwin on the flank. This could be money for him if he's able to get it. And man, he just sat back at the perfect time. Almost got that peek off directly into, I believe, that was going to be 4-shot. Yeah, 4-shot pushes anyways. Is able to take him down. 2 members left alive. Only one. Vadi, last one left. Trying to push. Can't get out of the jail. He does get 1 kill on Sasquatch before Lopez takes him down. All tied up 2-2.
Devestation clearly favoring that B bomb site. I guess they have a lot of time taking it in all their throwback experience. So they really don't seem, at least thus far, interested in any other part of the map besides B. Also, just want to point out that I am so glad that we can finally have 1Ds back in Counter-Strike. I feel like that was a huge staple of casting and being excited in the past. And now that the Deagle is back to buffed, I think I saw Vico with an awesome 1D. It was either, could have been Kinky. I lost track. But someone on Perfectionvore had a really fun and cool, awesome, really nice shot, 1D. Even though it didn't really matter. I just want to say I'm very excited about that. It's awesome. I love 1Ds.
Round number 5 is underway. I just feel bad, though, that you don't even know. That's not even the best Deag yet, though. You missed so many good Deagles.
Oh, I mean, the Source Deag. Source Deag was a great Deagle.
Oh, my goodness. 1.5. But they're going to be storming into the B bomb site one more time. Devestation working it so well now. They're going to bring this down to a 3 versus 2. And wow, Vadi is right there close to the site shooting from CT. Cheeks luckily gets away, doesn't get spammed through the box. And Vadi's going to be trying to push his way up through the smoke right here. Let's see if Cheeks is able to grab. Nope, smoke completely covered him. And now Edwin and Vadi in a 2 versus 2 situation as Edwin's able to get the first one. Lopez playing nice and slow. He's going to get the angle here on Edwin, takes him down. But Vadi is in the site, so now they just have to take him out. 15 HP left on Vadi. He's going to be the last player left alive. 1 versus 2. Not going to be able to backpedal his way out of the bomb site. And Devestation is absolutely destroying B bomb site right now.
Absolutely. We've seen 5 rounds of play thus far, and we've seen 5 B takes out of them. They just seem really confident in their B take. They're shooting well at the B bomb site. Lopez and 4-shot were communicating really well right there. At the end in that 2v1 situation. They were both making sure that they were not over-peeking. They would peek, gather a little bit of intel, communicate it to each other, have the other player peek, and they were trading back and forth, and they made it pretty much impossible for Perfectionvore to pick up the 2v2 and the eventual 1-on-1. So really smart play out of Devestation. This round, they are broadening their horizons a little bit by going towards the mid area. I know one player went mid for them last time, but I don't think anything really became of it. The bomb still over towards the B bomb site, though.
Yeah, Devestation actually sitting back from B. Fobless with a push there was able to peek his head around the corner and get some visual there on the... I don't know if he saw bomb 100%, but I know he saw a player or two outside. And he got aggressive and fell back after getting the information. Vadi's about to see a bunch of terrorists here. He's able to grab one, and he's going to get away. Lopez goes down. Then Sasquatch is able to get him traded out. All the CTs are rotating over towards this bomb site. Fobless on the far rotate gets caught right there. And then now it's going to be a 4 versus 2. Vico and Kinky both trying to rotate through the catwalk. Doesn't work out well, and actually your last player, Kinky, went through the door, the squeaky door. Now he's going to be rotating through A-halls, grabs a gun, but 4-shot knows where he's at, can't make the shot onto 4-shot, and that is going to be a 2K for Sasquatch, a 2K for 4-shot, and Devestation now has a 2-round lead.
That round, Devastation's patience really paid off in spades, really. 4-shot lining up in the mid area, just not peeking, not being too overly aggressive, threw some flash grenades over the top wall when he needed to, and waited for, I believe it was Edwin, who just got a little bit careless, thought that there was no one there because no one had been peeking, and he was able to pick up an easy frag. The whole team was able to rally around it, swing the bomb all the way around to the A-bomb site, and they got that easy eco win. So smart, patient play from Devestation coming out from them, and Sasquatch continuing to put the pressure on B will take down Fobless.
Able to get him on the early push there. Fobless has to back up off that can't get that aggressive without support at lower. Usually those flashbangs are what needed, and Edwin almost just got an amazing shot there on the Sasquatch, wasn't able to make that connect, and it looks like they're going to sell this fake over at B pretty well here. And no, they didn't bite it. I wonder if the A-Hall guys made too much noise.
Perhaps. Vaddy does not seem to be tricked by it at all. He's going to catch 4-shot right here. He does a little bit of damage, but will flash for the repeak. Pretty gutsy, Vaddy, but I like where your head's at. They are a very aggressive team, and aggression is what they do well.
And look at that creep through CT spawn here. That is going to be Sasquatch. If he walks this entire way, which they have more than enough time to make that happen, he's going to get the flank on Edwin at upper, be able to get the kill off, and they're going to be able to bomb their way into the site. Yeah, he's going to get this off.
Oh, knife him. Please knife him. Please knife him. Please. Oh, Sasquatch.
No, the smart play there. And he's able to pick up Vadi also. So now one more in the site to beat. Sasquatch just dominated that round with a 4K now. Only one player left alive on the other team. That is going to be Vico. He's going to try and push his way through the halls, and it did not work out for him as Devestation picks up their 5th round. And that flank.
Well, that was what happened. As you said before, Perfectionvore really wasn't sold on the B fake that he was selling. So because of that, he was able to pretty much just cruise wherever he wanted. He just shift walked his way literally across the entire map, was able to put himself in a really good position just because Perfectionvore, kind of knew what was up. But unfortunately, they didn't cover themselves well enough and didn't check behind them. So great flank from Sasquatch. Was able to pick up the 3K. I wanted him to, pick up that quick knife frag. Unfortunately, he didn't. We said before that knifing is the main purpose of knifing is to just completely embarrass your enemy. But in this game, because a knife gives you $1,500, there are some practical applications to, taking that extra second to knife a player if it's not too risky. So, money is not really an issue for them at this point, as they all have $5,000+ But, I like to see a knife. It's fun.
And I'm curious to find out if I'm still hitting stutter or lag or whatever you guys are experiencing on your side, because I have nothing on my side. So.
Yeah, I was just looking at the tiny mobile stream I have going on my second monitor, and it was just a little bit choppy.
I don't know. I'm not dropping any frames, and I'm having no net issues, so I don't know what the problem could be with that. Hopefully it'll correct itself here. Devestation is going to be trying to push off that pick, and they're going to grab it too, so now they got to try and push upper. Edwin's right there, rocking the FAMAS. He's going to see Muffin. Muffin was not ready for him. Still, he's going to pull out the pistol and make that happen. Sasquatch has to actually jump up on the short box to get the peek there, and now here come the CTs already collapsing into the bomb site. We're going to have one on catwalk, one in the J-Hall. That is going to be Vico on the catwalk. He gets the first kill. Fobless pushes through the smoke. That was scary. He's so unbelievably lucky that 4-shot was not peeking him from right there. But 4-shot is going to get spotted, going to get sprayed down a little bit. Time ends. Now he's just got to survive here. And I think that he's far enough away that Vico is not going to be able to get to him. And no, he's going to be able to save that gun. Pvor picks up their 3rd round.
Yeah, that was pretty lucky that he was far enough away from the CTs where he couldn't get taken down after time. If you in Counter-Strike, after the time expires and you don't have a plant on the terrorist side and you die, you don't get any bonus money for the round, or any money for that round at all, rather. You just get to keep what you had, in theory. That's why you're saving. But if you die in that extra time after the bomb or it's over, you don't get to keep with what you have, and you don't get any money. So it's really bad. Very smart of him, staying hidden, not peeking that extra, 10 seconds. Just smart conservative play, because they did get shut down there. They really had no play to make it A, and even with Fobless's super gutsy smoke pushes, they couldn't really find the opening they needed.
Man, Sasquatch is a man with a mission here. Pushing extremely fast. Those nades will take out Fobless. They have one more directly in the site to beat. Edwin's over at the jail. Can Muffin pull that spray down? And I do believe he did. One more up top, though. Vico is still up there. It's going to be a 2 versus 2. Muffin and 4-shot both took a lot of damage. Vadi and Vico left alive. Vico does have a 2K on the round. He's going to be getting flanked. 4-shot's trying to push him. And Muffin doing the smart thing here, just waiting to see if they can get one of these 2 players. And 4-shot grabs him. And so now, let's see if Muffin knows that Vadi's that close to the site. And he does. Peeks out, gets the headshot on him. Devestation with a 6th round. And B seems to be just bread and butter for these guys.
Absolutely. We have seen them win at the A bomb site, but we've also seen them get stuffed there. pretty much. I mean, they went there twice. They actually have a 50% win rate at A. So, or maybe
Yes.
even 66%. So maybe they would want to consider going A. But the main reason why the percentage is that high is just because they haven't really been going there. They found all that success at the B bomb site. They're just going to go there, keep the pressure up. It's what they're good at. They found what they're good at, and I think it's really smart. They were able to really do some lasting damage to the economy of Perfectionvore that round, taking all the bonus money that Perfectionvore had acquired and basically flushed it down this road. This is the third save round that we've seen Perfectionvore have in only 9 rounds. So economically, Devestation has really been, well, devastating Perfectionvore.
And it looks like they're going to be doing more of the same this round, rotating their way back over to B. Edwin's going to be on the flank here. Cheeks is going to catch him. Oh, no, he wins that battle. Edwin is able to grab himself a rifle now. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 here, but the rifle advantage will go to Devestation. And they are going to full-on commit here to B, and they're sending Edwin with the gun over to A, and there he goes running to A. Bomb should have been spotted over there. He's just going to save that gun and get out. Bomb plant coming at B bomb site. That's the smart play here. Devestation will move up 7 rounds to your 3. Every gun that you can get is going to help so very much.
Absolutely. They are, Perfectionvore being they, are pretty broke right now. Edwin has the most amount of money and the gun in his hand with $3,400. So it'll be interesting to see with that saved gun, are they going to be able to have enough money to really fully buy around it? I mean, he can drop that gun for a teammate. He can buy up a gun for himself, but will the 3 other players have enough money to make it a meaningful buy, or is this, the rifle that they have just, pretty much going to go underutilized as they're just all mixed up economically? It'll be interesting to see.
See, that's hurt. You got Vico, Vadi, and Foblis all very low. Foblis is going to have to get the drop from Edwin if they're going for it. Vico and Vadi are going to be on super live buys, and they're going for it. As you see, money ticking away here. Edwin even buying. Boom. They're going all in on this round.
Yeah, they are. Edwin was able to afford the op, so if he can put that to work, which I really don't think he... Oh, he's actually going to be bringing it to B, so maybe he can put the op to work. I was going to say, if he's going to pick mid, he's going to be disappointed. We're just going to see another straight-up B engagement. Edwin takes a shot, but misses. Oh, but misses by that much, and he knows the pressure is on.
And look at that. They're going to be boosting that player back up into the upper area. And this looks like Devestation. They have a plan here. Sasquatch just sprints across the side, and I just watched it from a CT's perspective. I was like, oh, he's dead. Oh, he should have been dead right there. Edwin, unlike himself, missing a shot there that should have been so very easy. Now he's down to 30 HP, and Devestation working very, very slow here. Kinky's going to get caught by Sasquatch, and then Edwin actually answers, doing very well, is able to get 1 kill for himself. And if Sasquatch peeks at, yes, Edwin does hit the shot that he should have been hitting the entire time. Bomb plant going into B. It's going to be a 3 versus 3. Foblis on the spray there. 4 shot down low in what used to be the pit. Foblis is able to pick him off finally. And now we have Lopez up top defending. He gets 1. That is going to put himself on the board for this round. Vadi and his teammate Foblis are both going to be pushing into the bomb site here. 2 versus 2. Clutch situation. Muffin going to be holding the lower ramp. Muffin gets taken down right there. They know the last T is upstairs, and they are going to get the kill there. That is going to be 1 kill for Vadi and a 2K for Foblis and defuse there. So Pvord finally picks up an all-important 4th round.
Yes, that was a super clutch round for them to win. They did force buy to be able to put that round together, but they also did take a lot of economic damage with that round. They are going to have enough money to buy up, but really not a ton. They are barely scraping by, and if they were to lose a round, they might have to fall back into their saving habits. So, they are putting round wins on the board. That is a good start, but they need to put multiple together. They need to start stringing together multiple rounds. The first time and the last time, really, that they've been able to win multiple rounds straight was the first 2 pistol rounds before they got eco'd.
Yes. One thing I'm noticing here is these early gun battles, they're actually going to Devestation, which is quite surprising. I can't remember the last time that I saw aggressive gun battles not go in favor of Perfectionvore.
Well, I think, as far as I've seen, this is just, or Devestation is just, wow, what a great dink from Vadi on Lopez. He might be able to hunt down this frag, but no, he doesn't. He's probably going to disengage, or Lopez is going to disengage. But yeah, you're not wrong. I think this is the best, straight up talented roster that Perfectionvore has really ever had to face. They haven't really spent a lot of time playing teams that, might just be better than them in some places. And one thing that Devestation has going for them is their accuracy and their shooting.
Evening it up, though, is going to be Edwin, who grabs 2, and then left by himself is going to be Sasquatch. Vatty caught him from the side of the blue barrels, and Perfectionvore is making a game out of this, stringing together 2 wins there. Score is still 5-7 Devestation.
Yeah, they're clawing their way right back into it. They're not exactly dead yet. Devestation was in a great position to really continue to put the hurt on Perfectionvore, but Perfectionvore really won. It was that clutch force buy round that really set them up for success. If they lost that round, I'm pretty sure. Obviously score-wise, it would not have been game over, but in terms of the economy, morale, it really would have been game over. So that round was really ever so important. Devestation not messing around anymore. They're just going back to their bread and butter, the B-bomb site. They don't, why should they mess around with mid and A?
Exactly. You might as well just cut both those appendages off this map and just allow Devestation to work B. They're doing it very, very good here. What I like about their strat that they're running is it's a real aggressive to get one player across to their side, and then they just sit. It's almost like you feel like they stall out, but it works so good against Perfectionvore because Perfectionvore is such an aggressive team that wants to peek and be in your face, and Devestation plays right into that. And 4-shot, look at him just rushing the site, is able to get one gun early. Foblis still there. He's going to use the CZ and grab another one. But on the flank is your #1 player. That's Vadi. If somebody's not able to pick him up, and Muffin is able to pick him up, now it's going to be a 3 versus 1. Edwin evens it out a little bit, making it a 2 versus 1. He's going to try and clutch here so Devestation does not get that 8th round. Not able to pick up 4-shot, who got a 3K with that remaining kill. But 4-shot just bum rushing his way into the site with the CZ, shut it down.
Absolutely did. Yeah, as you just said, just ran straight into the middle of the site with the CZ, throwing caution to the wind, was able to pick up 2 frags. But the real MVP that round was PZ Muffin, who happened to peek the flank at literally the perfect time. Vatty was on a very long flank, shift walking all the way through mid, around T-spawn, and on the B flank. He had been hunting for that for a long time, and the fact that PZ Muffin was able to very quickly put an end to the flank that would have reopened up the round for Perfectionvore was so important. So Devestation back on top, regaining the momentum, and now forcing Perfectionvore to save once again.
Cheeks and Sasquatch both sitting outside B, waiting for the aggressiveness they know is coming, but Foblis, oh my goodness, working the CZ75 auto so well there, was able to pick up 2 very nice, extremely lucky headshots right there, which worked out to grab that rifle. He's down to 11 HP though, and it's working right now. Devestation is forced to rotate back over to A bomb site in a 3 versus 3 now, but they do have the gun advantage and the armor advantage here. 4-shot.
Yes, I'm wondering if Kinky heard them. Kinky was in mid, but he's actually cheating over towards B, looking towards vent. He might have some inkling now, as Devestation is now making noise. Kinky's going to be rotating over. I thought he might have heard them running in subway, which would have really helped Perfectionvore's chances of winning this eco.
And it looks like Muffin is going to be trying to throw that bomb down. I wonder what Kinky... they should be trading that rifle is what they should be doing there. Yeah, Kinky now has the rifle as Foblis is extremely low on the round. But it's going to be a safe plant for your guys in Horseshoe and the A Hall. So here comes the push. They're just going to go for it. There's multiple smokes down over the bomb. No, those are flashbangs. Excuse me. But they're going to push here, get aggressive. Lopez is able to take down one, 4-shot the other, and that is going to be a team ace there, but a 2K for Foblis, and Devestation has 9 rounds.
We saw Foblis end in the round right before it, 4-shot, really used the CZ to their advantage and continuing to make it useful, even though this past week or so, I don't even remember what day it was, I think it was last maybe Wednesday or Tuesday, it did get a nerf. I believe the just standing and running first bullet inaccuracy is slightly different, but the spray down properties are still pretty much the same. So while it's not necessarily as a full 4-shot, 4-shot and Edwin, they're so close. It's going to be the first person to give up. Oh no, I thought one of them would fall off, but no. 4-shot does get shot, does not trade any damage off to Edwin, and Lopez not wasting any time either, getting a pick on Vadi from the subway.
Did you get to watch that pick that just happened?
I was watching 4-shot.
It was pretty dirty when he got that spray down right there. But Sasquatch was able to get one on Vico also. That is going to give them the 2-man advantage here. It's going to be a 5 versus 3. They're going to be working their way over towards the A bomb site right now. Only one player left over there at B. It's going to be up to Sasquatch to try and do something about it. Foblis should have heard him from that position. Heard him in the vent, so he should be able to try and force that issue. And he's not going to. He's actually going to rotate back as the rest of the T's are trying to push their way into the A bomb site, and 4Shot is finally able to pick up one. Is he able to get another one? No, he's not. That's going to be Edwin running away, trying to make something happen, not able to get any more kills off. And Sasquatch, oh, he's probably going to get caught right there. And yes, he does. Foblis is able to pick up 2. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 1. Foblis versus Lopez, and let's get off of nothing. We'll be watching Lopez here from his perspective. Got to clutch this. 1 versus 1. Safe plant in the A-halls. I always hate clutching from this position. I don't know about you later.
From Foblis's or from Lopez's? Because
From
I think
Lopez.
Yeah, from Lopez, it's a really high-pressure position because he just doesn't know when Foblis is going to be creeping up right on him. But I think he made the right play in terms of positioning. He did just give himself up. I'm not sure if Foblis exactly knew. He did pretty much run out of time.
Time is on his side.
Yeah, gonna have to tap the bomb if he has any shot at winning the round. And unfortunately, he did not have enough time. So Lopez picking up the very clutch one-on-one after his 2 teammates that were also lit went down right before him. 10-5 being the half score in favor of Devestation.
That's a big half there for Devestation.
Yeah,
that's a big half. That's going to be huge for them. They really need to take this map because I don't know. Before the game I said Dust 2 should be Pvor's map just based off how well Pvor normally shoots. But after watching that first half, if Devestation continues to shoot the way they're shooting, I might have to retract my statement because they're currently out shooting Perfectionvore. So
absolutely, yes. Strategically, this game has not been super heavy. There haven't been a ton of smokes and splits and timed flashes and team play in that sense. It's really just been sitting back, communicating with your teammates, and falling back on just the fundamental Counter-Strike of just shooting. And so it has been a great game in that regard. As I said before, Devestation has that Source pedigree. They love Source. I assume they love Source. I don't know what they actually like or don't like, but they've spent a lot of time on this map in Source. You got to imagine that they were good at it to begin with. Perfectionvore might have just some more luck on Dust 2 because of what they're more experienced with. And Dust 2 is the classic pug map, and Vatty opening up the round and Edwin falling right up. The A bomb site is now theirs.
That was a rough push there from Devestation. Got caught off guard by almost all of the terrorists except for 2 of them. And now it's only going to be Muffin left alive. Oh, Peas Muffin trying to get one. Gets... Who was that at the end of that? Vico? Yeah, but he's going to be getting pushed here from Foblis. And that should be a Pvor round. And yes, it is. They take that. And that's huge for Pvor.
Absolutely. They need to make sure that they don't get ecoed very similarly to the first half of the game. This is their second pistol round win, but grand total, they've only won 3 rounds off of their pistols. So got to use that firepower to their advantage. If I were them, I wouldn't want to overextend or get caught making any risky plays. Devestation has already shown that they are really prone to using that CZ, and the fact that they bought 4 of them this round shows that they're really not afraid to use them. They'll get in your face with them. They don't care. Especially Sasquatch and 4Shot.
Oh, it looks like we're going to have Sasquatch and Lopez slightly aggressive here. Vatty was able to see Sasquatch's shoulder there as he was trying to work his way around. Lopez, last line of defense here at Horseshoe. Can he get the kill? Not able to get the kill as the fire came directly over his head. Kinky, it's almost like Pvor is a brand new team here. They are shooting so much better than they were earlier.
Definitely. Kinky just absolutely destroyed the guy that was playing upper A, and Peasy Muffin actually able to pick up a frag. If he can take a gun and get out of there, or maybe put together a few more kills, that would be clutch. But no, unfortunately, he goes down. 1 and done. Perfectionvore re-climbing back into this game, score now 10-7 in favor of Devestation.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot tougher of a game here. Now, Devestation is going to try and have to save this round or go on a light buy and try and make something happen here. on these light buys, you really have to force weapon drops for them to even be remotely successful, given you may not always win the round, but you can call it a success if you're able to force 4 rebuys. That's going to hurt the other team. It's going to hurt their economy, which is what you want. And wow, they cannot make that shot on Kinky happen at all. That was a 2-player push in mid, 1-player push on the catwalk, and they couldn't get the kill off. And bullets were just whizzing all around his head. He never fell victim to it. And he stays alive now, and they're still going to be working over today.
Absolutely. Vatty actually picking up a frag on his own. The thing about eco rounds is that they're really not rounds that you're supposed to win. You know, you got to assume you're going to, or the other team, or you have to assume you're going to win every time the other team is ecoing. So it really gives teams a license to kind of do dumb things, or really just, you know, statistically improbable things. Push up, get in players' faces, you know, flash each other, you know, just kind of throw grenades right at them. Devestation tried that a little bit by pushing up into the subway a bunch of times and trying to push their pistols in the faces of Perfectionvore, but not really as much as I would have liked. I think they were playing a little more conservatively, holding on to their money to make sure they had full nades, armor, everything like that on the buy rounds. Didn't want to waste that money early on, but, you know, I like to see that excitement, although they do have a lead. The lead is now narrowing. I'm not surprised by the fact that they just want to keep all their money, try to, you know, re-widen that gap and cruise their way to the win.
Definitely working the slow play now. This is going to be a real big deciding round here for Devestation. If they're able to win on a gun round, it's going to help them so very much here. But CEVO definitely wants to give them a taste of what they got first round and completely shut them down as terrorists here. Let's see if CEVO is going to do it. And it looks like they're going to be going back to A here. They're going to commit to it. And look at this rotate from Devestation. They are all over the top of it. They don't care about risking the early rotate. They're going in for it right now. Vadi is able to pick up 1 kill. That's Sasquatch who falls victim. Lopez is right there waiting, though. Bobless is going to come out, and Lopez grabs a second. They're going to get their bid into the bomb site. Not completely contested currently. Get in. It's just playing smart positions here from Devestation. And that is going to be Cheeks, who's able to get 1, able to get 2, able to get 3 to shut that round down after King got Lopez down. So the score is going to be 11-8, and Devestation took that gun round.
That was super important. Lopez that round played a really important role. In the first 2 frags, he was the traitor, I guess, for his team. He had one of his teammates peek, get taken out. Perfectionvore tried to slow it down a little bit because of that, and they didn't expect him to be so close to where the teammate, you know, the other Devestation teammate had just died. So he was able to pick up 2 easy frags, catching the terrorists off guard, and then he was the bait for Cheeks to pick up even more frags as the round broke down. So 1-for-1 trade in the B bomb site right now in this round.
Oh, Cheeks with a play that was almost amazing if it would have worked out. Didn't quite go his way, though, and was able to get picked up by a terrorist. So now Sasquatch and 4-shot. Last one's left here after that big round win. You see Sasquatch with only a shotgun, and he gets pushed by Vico. I don't know what to say about that push through the smoke.
Yeah, the pushes are very high risk, sometimes really high reward. I mean, we saw Fabless do a bit of a smoke push that worked out in his favor beforehand. It's just, you know, sometimes it's a little gutsy. Sometimes you gotta just have that feeling, though, you know? You ever get that feeling? We know that feeling. That feeling where it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna push it. I know it. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
Man. I feel like I've played Counter-Strike too long for that feeling to work.
Oh, I get that feeling constantly. Maybe it's because I'm bad.
Oh, the deduction there. But Vico and Vadi both getting early kills into the round. 1 more nade kill there. And Vadi grabs another one himself. That's going to be a 2K for both of those players. Sasquatch is going to end Vico's streak as he jumps off the short wall there in to the pit over at A near Catwalk. Edwin is able to take him down at the end of the round. So CEVO is within 1 round now.
They really did a good job of bringing it back. On a B. You know, it made them slightly predictable, but they were so good at it that they were able to win a bunch of rounds. Perfectionvore is having success seemingly everywhere on the map, and because of that, it's making them slightly hard to predict for Devestation, and Devestation really just can't get the traction going against Perfectionvore on this side, just because Perfectionvore is pretty much everywhere.
Devestation this round going for the extreme offense here. They are just going to be pushing extremely hard with CZ75. Only got one gun so far, and that is going to be on 4Shot, who's getting pushed right now, actually. He's able to get one. One's going to be coming from the tunnels on him, and that's going to be Kinky, and wow, that was a definite brain fart moment right there. He's able to hit the op shot, though. Now he knows he's getting pushed from all angles here. Vico is going to be coming down the short ladder to get... Oh, he made noise, though. 4Shot didn't hear that. Okay, 4Shot now hears it. That nade. 4Shot. Oh, my goodness. I don't think Vaddy is going to risk this here and push him.
Oh, he's going to do it very loudly.
He's going for it. 4Shot with the ace and is able to save the op. That is going to be a good grip of money there on an eco round.
Absolutely. And what was that, 4 frags he just picked up at the end? That's an extra $400 he's going to have in his back pocket on top of grabbing the op. That was... I don't even know what to say about it. I don't really know.
Eco right there.
Yeah, a real successful eco. I'm not really sure what Perfectionvore was going for. I understand the initial push. You want to get that op out of his hands.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, he doesn't know where we are. We can collapse on him. But Vaddy made his play very loud and very pronounced, and still got taken out because of it. Kind of questionable there. Pretty much threw away his money. But they do have enough money in the bank to very easily rebuy up. The nades this game have been awesome from all the players. PZ Muffin has had two pretty much perfect nades thus far. Perfectionvore has picked up a bunch of kills with nades already. It's just, they've just been banking them off walls really well. They just have a great understanding of where their enemies are standing pretty much at all times.
Ooh, that pick there from Vico, extremely well done. Edwin down to 4 HP, Vico down to 57. Muffin is in a good spot here. He picks off Vico. He's got a teammate at lower. He does not need to worry about that now. And they're gonna rotate away from B. The bomb is gonna be hidden over there at B, just waiting on the lurk, and they're gonna over-rotate so hard here.
Well, if this was the inverse, basically, if this was like the first half and Perfectionvore was on CT and Devestation was on T, you know you don't have to rotate away from B bomb site because you know Devestation is going to be going this way because Perfectionvore has been pretty much spreading themselves all over the map and finding success pretty much everywhere. They were able to sell that fake really well. I don't even think they know how good that fake really is. They're still being pretty tentative about getting positioning and just grabbing positions in the site. But now Edwin, I guess, knows now, pushing up pretty aggressively with that op, going to cut off the retake before it starts. But no, 4Shot. Didn't like what I had to say.
Gonna shut that down quickly. 3K for Muffin. And Edwin and Vico on the other side getting kills. 4Shot, Sasquatch also getting kills. We're even once again here. No, excuse me. That is going to be a 12th round for Devestation, and they are 1 round up.
It's interesting that Perfectionvore didn't know how good their fake was. You'd think they would have heard the steps of the Devestation players running away, or maybe they just didn't want to get caught in a situation where the players ran backwards but didn't exactly leave the site, because they did take a long time to get the bomb down. Even while their teammate was still engaged with the other CTs at the A bomb site. If they had been a little quicker about that and gotten the bomb down at a time where 4Shot, nice shot. Realistically, they could have... the take's already happening. I'll let you take over.
Oh, 4Shot doing it so well. Lopez on top, though, waiting to shut that down. 4Shot with another one. Only one player left alive. That is going to be Fobless. He's got to try and make this happen. And 4Shot with the 4K. That aggressive op. I really haven't seen aggressive op plays pay off since Source. It's been a while.
Yeah, well, it's the op in this game, or in the past, it was... very high risk, low reward, and right now with the current state of the game of how much money it pays out and what you can do with it, I would say it's medium risk, medium reward depending on how you buy it. And having a ridiculously good op in the hands of a ridiculously good player like 4Shot, you can make the gun really, really pay off for you. So, just great shot, great shot.
Round 25 is about to get underway here. Perfectionvore versus Devestation. Devestation now with a comfortable 2-round lead. I shouldn't even call that comfortable, actually. Only 2 rounds against P4 is not a comfortable place to be at. And they're going to be trying to push their way down mid into jail. This is going to be our first round with players actually working into the mid here. Cheeks is going to be in a good position to pick off one. He grabs that first player. Vadi is able to pick up that gun, though. And it's going to be over towards B where they're working. Two players already there. One watching CT. That's going to be your number 8, a 4-shot. 4-shot gets absolutely smoked by the P250 of Foblis. And now it's going to be a 3-on-3. Is Cheeks going to go for it, too? Yes, Cheeks goes for it. Doesn't fall victim to Foblis, though. And now here comes the rotate. Sasquatch close. He's going to be pushing with a rifle. And Foblis is able to take him down also. So that is going to be, a big 3K for Foblis, who's going to be hunting Cheeks now. And it gets him. That is a 4K for Foblis. And what an eco.
Yeah, huge eco from Perfectionvore. They've been all about the super clutch eco round or the super clutch force buy round. That has kept them in this game twice. There's been two just super important, I mean, there's been a bunch of important ones, but there's been two critical rounds, and they've come out on top on both of them. But we're going to see guns up on both teams, and Perfectionvore not wasting any time this round. They want to keep the pressure up, go towards the B bomb site, and I guess they see something that they want to exploit with the hold today. 4-shot, not wasting any time either, getting a pick on mid.
Let's see if Devestation can keep this rolling here. Kinky is going to be down, so it's going to be a 4 versus 5. I don't know why I almost said a 4 versus 4 there. But look at this boost.
Oh, I love that boost.
Look at that boost.
It's not going to pay off for them this round, but that boost is super effective. If you have that player sit there, not shoot too early, wait and draw some terrorists out of the dungeon doorway, that spot is super practical. But just not this round.
Oh, it's ridiculous. You should just rotate those guys all completely out of A and just let him sit there by himself.
Yes, Cheeks getting caught off guard by a flanking Vico.
And here comes the rest of the rotate from the CTs, and actually Sasquatch is going to stick to it. They should see the bomb now, and Sasquatch is going to be on the rotate. Here he comes. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 in favor of Perfectionvore, and they're going to look to try and tie this up right here, unless Devestation can make some extremely huge plays.
I think they are definitely capable of those really huge plays, but time is a huge factor. Two of their players are being zoned out really by, I think, just by the presence of Vico and the fact that Devestation doesn't have a ton of money in the bank. They would be wise to hold on to as many guns as they can this round. Otherwise, they're going to have to save next round and potentially give Perfectionvore the ability to claim the lead, I believe, for the first time since the original pistol rounds, right?
Yeah. And I'm actually going to have to tab out really quick here to handle a ban, so I'll let you take it for a second. I need to
hit him with the ban hammer. That's an important one.
All right,
you gotta be able to flex that ban hammer. Devestation is going to be buying up around the guns they saved. I see a FAMAS from PZ Muffin and enough nades on all their players. Not really a ton of nades. I guess they're really banking on this round not really making it to the post plan, the late round game. PZ Muffin making a lot of noise coming off the ladder too. I don't think he's going to get punished for it, as there's no Perfectionvore players away from him, or near him rather.
Devestation round at 27. They are going to try and work that early advantage. No, they're not. Excuse me. I thought Muffin was able to get that kill. He was not able to bring anybody down, so he actually took more damage than that. And there is 4-shot working the kill on Vico, who got really aggressive down mid over towards jail. Gets picked off by the op that was very deep into the jail. And there's going to be one more in mid, and that's going to be Edwin. Edwin's going to be very close. He has his op, so he's going to be waiting for that player to try and repeak. Now we have Kinky and Foblis both trying to rotate through the vents, and that's going to be Vadi who gets one. Edwin gets taken down. 4-shot on the rip right there. Vadi works his way into the bomb site. He's got to try and fight Muffin. Muffin is trying to defend here as the rotate is coming back to the B bomb site. 3 versus 4 here in favor of Devestation. Vadi and his teammates got to try and work in here and get that bomb down. They got enough of a smoke screen there that they can get that down. Muffin answers, able to get Vadi, but they did get the bomb plant, so only one left alive. That is Kinky. Kinky's playing it from the nook over by jail, and Muffin grabs him too. So 4-shot with a 3K, Muffin with the 2K, and only 1 kill on terrorist side for Vadi. Devestation takes a 1-round lead again.
Oh, Perfectionvore so close to taking that lead, but Devestation really not giving up. Good thing that Perfectionvore has, loads of money in the bank. Edwin has still over 10K, I believe, after... Oh, he hasn't bought yet, so he's going to buy it for himself, and that'll take away a chunk of his money. But the main point is that they have a lot of money. With a win on this round, they are still very much in this game. They could still do damage to Devastation and still win the game. They just need. This is one of the two thus far. This will be the third very critical rounds that they need to win.
Yeah, definitely. Pivor, man, brought this game extremely close here after what I would say is a little bit of a surprising performance here from Devestation. A lot of people have hopped on the Pivor bandwagon, and definitely, Kinky with a nice play.
Taking down 4Shot. 4Shot has been a force all game with the op, and even without it, even with all of his rifle play on T side, just been devastating all over the map. Currently dropping 31 frags, so yeah, he's been important.
Let's see if they can take this. No, Sasquatch is going to shut it down. Getting the 2K. They know where he is, though. He's going to peek out and grab one more, but that is going to be an Edwin push there. Now it's going to be a 1 versus 2, as Foblis was actually able to take down the other CT there. So now Cheeks, he's got to try and do this. He's got to do it for the mustache right there. I don't know if you guys can see that picture and you know who that is. That is the one and only Freddie Mercury there. And he just let Freddie Mercury down.
Yeah, wow. Just totally disrespected Freddie Mercury's name and mustache right there with not being able to win that pretty much impossible 1v2 coming out of smoke. I think Freddie Mercury would have won that.
I think Freddie Mercury definitely would have won that.
So Perfectionvore retying up the game. Devestation not doing so great financially. They do have an op in their hands. I wonder who bought that. It looks like it was Lopez, as he only has $300 in the bank. He did throw it to 4Shot. They have all of their eggs in the 4Shot opping basket right now. Let's see which direction he's going to take that. He's taking it A, which is not where Perfectionvore is going. Very disadvantageous, and this is Perfectionvore's chance to take the lead at the most crucial point in the game.
Oh, and they look poised to do it here. 4Shot and Lopez, last one's left alive. Edwin just got a big kill on Sasquatch, so that is almost getting close to a team ace. And I'm pretty sure 4Shot is just going to save that op and fight for the tie here and try and go to overtime as Lopez is getting flanked and knifed. Edwin is able to take him down. That is
Finally,
all sad.
Edwin, a man after my own heart with the knife.
But 4Shot is able to pick up a 1-op kill. He's just going to run away now. Here is the hunt from Perfectionvore. They do not want him to save that op at all. They're going to go on a big hunt here, but Perfectionvore is going to secure that 15th round, and we are going to the final round of the half here to figure out if we have overtime or a winner this round.
Yeah, Devestation has significantly more money this round than they did last round. I think saving last round for the inevitable fourth round was the smart play, but they aren't exactly loaded. Cheeks only has the FAMAS. Sasquatch has armor and a rifle, but only one heat grenade. Lopez only has a heat grenade and one flash. So really, once again, banking on the fact that it's not going to get to a post-plant situation because they will not have the resources to win the retake. But Edwin doesn't even care. He doesn't even want it to get that close. Getting those 2 opening picks, ice in his veins.
Ooh, dead shot. I mean, 4Shot, excuse me. I was able to take that down early. And now he's going to be stuck in the site by himself. Smoke's coming. He's got to try and get Vico. He gets Vico. This might be going to overtime here if they're able to grab a couple more kills. But Kinky's on the flank. He gets flanked himself. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 2. They got to commit themselves to this bomb site here. 4Shot's going to be trying to take upper. You have one player in the J. One player is over by B. And here comes Vadi. Vadi's on the hard push here. 4Shot. Oh, if 4Shot doesn't get too aggressive.
There's no
here.
way 4Shot's going to peek that.
Oh, man, 4Shot is in a position where this could be extremely dangerous for him. And Muffin making a couple shots, seeing if he can get aggressiveness from Perfectionvore. And Vadi's going to peek it, but 4Shot was all over that. Now one player left alive. They know exactly where he is. And this is going to go to overtime unless Foblis can pull something crazy out right here. He's got to beat a lot of players. He's got a 1 versus 3. And no, he is not able to 1 versus 3. We have overtime incoming.
Awesome. I'm not trying to place blame on one player because obviously there's tons of factors that go into each round, but that round, Vico, who's been pretty solid for Perfectionvore all game, really, he was trying to make a play. He kind of, we've all had those modes where you're like, all right, time to make a play. Even though they did have the man advantage, he got caught out, with his pants down. He was kind of jumping through the rail. You try to like squeeze over the rail on Cad and hop into the pit undetected. Unfortunately, he got caught with his pants down. He got taken out, and that was the chain reaction that resulted in Devestation winning the hold. So Vico cleaned that up, that was a completely different round, and Perfectionvore would have been walking away from map 1 with the win. But no, Devestation not going down without a fight. Starting overtime right now, 10K in the bank for both teams.
Yes, overtime rules apply here. This is going to be 10K to start with, guys. They're going to play 3 rounds per side and then switch. If we have a winner after that or a tie, we will go on to more rounds of overtime. If we have a winner, somebody collecting enough rounds, getting the 4 that they need right off the bat, then that is going to do it for this map, and we will move on to map number 2. But map number 1 already with overtime. Man, this is gonna. I have a feeling this is gonna be a very, very, very long night here.
Absolutely. I think Dust 2 is going to be a similar map to this one in terms of how back and forth it is. And really, if it even goes to a map 3, I wouldn't be surprised if Cash is the same way.
Oh, those nades right there. Going to do a little bit of damage. Not enough. P4 is going to be sitting outside B, trying to see if they can get aggressive plays here. Muffin just peeks out and sprays a ton of rounds down. And actually brings Vico down to 1 HP. And that is going to be 4-shot with a nice little team bait there. Able to get the op shot down and take one player out of the game already. Effectively, Vico is down unless he can get an instant headshot for somebody here. And the advantage is to Devestation, but I really wish they would try and rotate out of B now and try and force some mid action.
Perfectionvore, you mean? I think that's
Yes.
not a bad idea. Yeah, Kinky is being a little bit indecisive in the vents. Actually, they are going to ultimately decide on the B-bomb site where Devestation has most of their players stacked up. Cheeks shutting down Edwin and actually shutting down Kinky as well. So this round is falling apart pretty quickly for Perfectionvore. 4-shot. Oh, missing a shot that I thought he'd be able to lock up pretty easily. Now it's a 1-on-3.
Fobless, I don't know. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to get out of there, but he didn't push back the way I wanted him to. Cheeks was able to pick him up at the end of the round. So Devestation with the early lead here, and with this 10K overtime that we've switched to as opposed to the 16, this could get very, very rough here for a team. If they don't win the second round, as you can see, they're relatively broke here. Third round is going to be extremely hard to win because you'll have to eco.
Right. Previously, we played the overtime rules were that both teams start with 16K, which resulted in 3 gun rounds for each team. No team ever had to save in overtime. I think that made for a really action-packed overtime. It made it super intense. You didn't know which way the rounds were going to go, but it didn't really make for a very strategic overtime. And I think now the economy is a huge factor in overtime, and you know, winning the first 2 rounds will really be a huge benefit to the third round. I like the rules both ways, but I think the 10K star money is a little more interesting.
Yeah, it adds a little bit more depth into it. You have to be able to play with the fact that if we don't win these rounds, we're going to have to be coming back from a big fight here. And there's going to be a fight at Horseshoe where the trades came across the board here, and Peas Muffin already on top of Edwin, able to shut that down. So it's a 3 versus 3 here. 4-shot, just waiting to see if he can catch anybody. There goes the smokes. They're already in the sight. And Vico, oh my goodness, that was like he was blind from his own teammate. I hope you saw that.
Yeah, I did. I think that's what it was, or he was banking, or he was trying to run kind of back first against the flash, hoping that 4-shot would also be flash, but it didn't work out that way. Fobless now, the last man standing with only 10 HP, will get taken down by Cheeks. So another close round that Devestation is just going to take right from Perfectionvore. Perfectionvore does actually have a lot of money on everyone with the exception of Edwin, so he'll be forcing, but the rest of his teammates will have AKs. I think if they have any shot at lasting much longer in this overtime, they need to win this round right here. I don't think Devestation is going to give them a lot of breaks on their own T side.
Yeah, I don't foresee Devestation here not doing extremely well on their T side of things here. And I wonder what that wasted flashbang was in spawn. I guess
it could have been someone, wanting to buy a Molotov.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I think 4-shot wanted a molly. Oh, gunfight in the vent. Oh my goodness. The spray, the spray, the spray. Oh, Sasquatch finally gets taken down though, but that was an op shot in middle from 4-shot who was able to get a good one. Oh, those nades. Those did a lot of damage there. He gets very, very low. Vico's going to be pushing. He's going to wisely drop out. It's going to be a 4-on-4 here. And looks like they might be rotating their way over to B to try and see if they can make something happen. Edwin, first player over there, as the rest of the players are going to rotate through the jail. Cheeks playing smart. Oh, if he can get these kills. grabs Edwin. Only one player left to beat here. That is going to be Fobless, and that will shut down first half. Devestation taking all 3 of the first overtime rounds.
I just want to point out that
Strong
Foreshot is very casually dropping a 41 bomb. Just
Very
real
casually.
casual about it. Just not making a big deal of it. Very nonchalant about it. Just, dropping a quick little 40 bomb, which is awesome. I mean, he's been playing really well all game. It's crazy because, I mean, the closest to that anyone is in frags is Edwin with 29 frags. So he has like 12 more frags than the next closest player, and yet the score is still very close. So Foreshot is definitely keeping his team in it. I wouldn't say artificial. I mean, the rest of his teammates are fragging really well, but Foreshot has definitely been the X factor on Devestation that's giving them that extra oomph, so to speak.
Definitely, and for those of you wondering, Foreshot has been this good before, and I've definitely seen it, especially in Source. I've seen him drop bombs pretty hard in Global Offensive. I don't think this hard yet, but I've definitely seen him beast out extremely well in Source before. And Devestation already losing one member. That is going to be Muffin. That's going to make it harder for him. And they banked on Perfectionvore, thinking they were going to try and work over at B. And it worked out because there's 3 players over there at B. Even though they already lost one initially, would have been more helpful to try and get a pick off that play. But they're 1 man down now, and now they're 2 man down as Vadi was able to pick up Lopez. Here comes the long rotate from Vico, and all the CTs are already stacked up over at A. At this point, you're able to pick one up. That is going to be Kinky grabbing
What a
2
great shot.
more. Oh my goodness, and Cheeks is trying to shot. Oh, Cheeks. Cheeks, if he peeks that, he's going to get off, and he does. Grabs Cheeks, actually getting a 2K on the round, and a 2K for Kinky, but that is going to be Pvor's round, and man, they have to win both of these rounds here, otherwise Devestation takes it.
Yeah, that is quite the tall order. I thought Devestation would just, go right into B, just do their thing at B. I think they wanted to stay not predictable, but because weirdly enough, because they were trying to be, unpredictable with their play, it became very apparent for Perfectionvore when they weren't at B. They were able to push through, gather some information. They were like, hey, no one's here, so, they've spent so much time. They're not in mid either. They have to be in this one area, and they got collapsed on because of it. And, that was one thing that Perfectionvore had going for them on their T side, where it was just they were slightly less predictable. They could have been anywhere on the map, and, they didn't have really any tells for it. So, a good start for Perfectionvore. It's going to be tough winning these next 2, especially as Devestation is getting ready to frag. They're all grouped up there. They want to take out Vico and his buddy Fobless. Fobless, though, does have that auto sniper. No shame for Fobless. He does not care.
There is definitely no shame in his game, as they're just ready for this B tick right here. Both players on CC side are pushed up. Fobless is already peeking out. Are they going to go for this? There's the flashbang. They heard the sound. They heard the sound. Oh, Muffin was ready for it, though. It takes down Fobless, so now Vico's last one in sight. He's going to barely get around the corner, and Muffin is able to take him down. So this is going to be a bit into the B site. It's going to be a 4 versus 3 here. This is a do-or-die retake for Pvor. If they don't win this, that is going to be the game, and we move on to another map. Remember, this is best of 3 here. We are into your first overtime right now. So whoever takes this map has the 1 map advantage. They need to win another map after this to be able to move on in the lower bracket. Foreshot takes down another opponent. Now we have Vadi and Edwin, last 2 left alive. Now only we have is Vadi, who's got to try and clutch this 1 versus 3. Almost gets it. Gets a 2K real fast at the end of the round. Not quite enough, as Devestation takes map 1, 16-19 in the first round of overtime, or first overtime series, excuse me.